Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm teaching you how to make this super easy floral number that's perfect for cake tables or as a photo prop. So I started off by finding the very middle of my Dollar Tree foam board and marking it top and bottom and connecting that line. You don't have to connect that line, but I kind of like using it as a reference. And then I made markings 4 inches to one side of the line and 4 inches to the other, and the same to the bottom, and connected those lines. This is what's going to create the width of the number 1. If you don't want to do it this way, you can always just adjust your printer settings and print out a very large number and use that as a stencil. For the base, I went 4 inches and made marks on each side and connected those lines, and then made a line right on the side of the number 1 just to create that little swoop that a printed number 1 has. And then I did the same to the side. I did use a box cutter to cut everything out, and make sure that you're making very neat cuts because you are going to use one of the extra pieces as a stand. I did try using a ruler to see if that would make it any neater, and honestly it didn't help me, so freehanding it was my best option. Be very careful where you're placing your fingers because you want to make sure that you do not get hurt while doing this. And try and cut as neatly as possible. So then you want to grab your paint. You can use whatever color matches your flowers, and you want to paint the entire thing front and back. The reason that you're doing this is because if you do not have enough flowers, you want to make sure that there's no white gaps in the back because it kind of loses the real floral effect. So just make sure that you give everything a nice coat of paint, and make sure that you paint your stand as well. So I did buy a mixture of flowers, and I highly recommend that if you're using Dollar Tree's seasonal flowers that you get a good amount because you wouldn't believe how many flowers I needed for this. So I started by plucking the flowers off of the stem and cutting off that extra piece just so that when I glue it down it's nice and flat and not off to the side. And I did the exact same thing to the leaves as well. Next, I mapped all of my flowers out onto my number 1 just to see where I wanted everything, and I went back and I glued the leaves to the edges of my number 1. The reason I did this was just so that it keeps the defined shape when you start pasting your flowers down. So what you're going to want to do is just place the leaves to where nothing really sticks out so that later on everything just looks nice and defined and doesn't look like an odd shape. I actually took one of the flowers and glued it down just so you guys can see what it's going to look like, and you're just going to keep doing this all over. When you do get to one of the curves, make sure that you're applying the leaves in the same shape as the curve. For the flower itself, to glue it down, I just added a bunch of glue to the cardboard, and when I went to paste down the flower, I just made sure that I squished all the flower petals down so that it takes up more space, and I even went in with a little bit of glue and adjusted where some of the petals are actually laying. So when you're done gluing everything down, you're going to grab your number 1 and turn it on its backside while it's standing up, and place the extra piece slanted against the number 1, which is what's going to help it stand, and hot glue that in that position. And that's it. It should be done. If you like this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for more easy DIYs. Thanks so much for watching.